Oh my goodness. Man, what a fucking fun day. Oh, Jesus Christ. My goodness, look at all this absurdity. Jesus fucking hell. I'm just gonna let that be the way it is. And I'm taking this off because it's warm now. It's cold and now I'm warm. There we go. Ugh. Ugh. Hell yeah. Let the bastards fall too. Fuck yeah, dude. I like that. I dig it. Oh, I can dig it. What do I dig? This shirt, which I will reveal later. Not immediately. Boom. Whew. Man, dude. What a fun fucking night. Holy shit. Man. I don't even know where to begin with it, to be frank. But we will at some point. That will be the primary discussion. There we go. Boom. Having to respond as peeps. I'm here to do this too. Here. You do this. There we go. Whew. So how'd you enjoy the show?
Oh yeah, it's a great show.
Honestly, I'm still surprised that you told me that you were familiar with the Fishbone, but I mean,
Yeah, they were around
when you were
when I was in high school.
yeah, and probably pretty much when I was pretty much my age. So I'm just like I kind of
younger.
Well, yeah, younger actually. Yeah, I figured I'd
When you
leave.
said Fishbone, I'm just like, are they still around?
And yes, they are. And yes, they were.
Apparently so.
Hell yeah.
That's a great show. Oh, thank you, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm really glad I went, because, I mean, Stevie, the trombonist of Los Malvados, he told me about it, and he was like, dude, like, fuck going to the show for us, you should go for, Fishbone. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll check them out. And I did, I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I did, and I just decided to get the tickets, or at least, like, bookmark, the website for it, and, yep, got those bitches, like, 2 days prior, and, yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah, I listened to them in like high school and college. And he said, Fisher, is that the same Fishbone? They've been around a long time.
Yeah. Dude, and Fisher, like, I mean, dude, his beard and his whole jumpsuit, dude, I fucking love that shit. That was an awesome thing. I did at least get all but Fishbone set lists, too. I think, actually, they might still be outside, now that I think about it. No. Oh, wait, no, hold on. No, wait, no, they're right over here, actually. Never mind. Here's Los Malvados. It's Bella Ciao del Right, and then it was the drum break with La Carencia. And then it was, which I've actually recorded before. That's a pretty good song with, Domo del Mosco. And then they have their original Sismo 9.5, and then Guilty. And then they have Give It Up, and then the last song, Rodorados, which are their originals.
Yeah, like a hard rock mariachi band.
Well, they're ska-core, but yeah, pretty much. And then I got King Youngblood, which I was at least able to grab, because then I got the recording of KYB with Norwood Fisher on there. So that's going to be uploaded too. This is probably the best burn I've ever seen. Dude, you got me like the sickest burn ever.
I like the smaller
venues are way better, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially for shit like I'm doing. Going out there, just going full ham, not giving a fuck.
Yeah, you're rocking out there.
Well, yeah, there was plenty of them out there. Honestly, those like Too Short blonde dudes, they are like they pretty much been at every punk show I've seen so far. Like they were at Cessfest, they were at Safe Ferris, and they were at least like one other show that I've seen. So it's like I like
the best shows I've seen was crap, what's his name? It's a big blues guy.
big blues guy.
Bo Diddley.
Bo Diddley. Oh yeah, I'm familiar a little bit with that guy.
That was one of the best shows ever. I mean, it was a
small venue.
Although it was in like an auditorium and
yeah,
school auditorium.
I've been in one of those. The Schnitzer Hall. I saw Alice in Chains there, and actually it was a really good show, but you were sitting down, so I mean that kind of sucked. But I mean, dude, he was.
Well, it could have used more.
No, it wasn't Alice in Chains. It was Alice Cooper. My bad. It was Alice Cooper, dude. Alice in Chains, Alice Cooper. They have Alice in the same fucking band name, but yeah, at least with Alice Cooper, like, dude, for someone who's like 70+ years old, that guy could fucking move around, bro. It's like that dude can like move around the stage, running around, jumping, doing all sorts of shit. It's like, holy fuck. What's the sickest burn? Can you tell me what a woman is? Someone who covers their drink when they see you in the bar. True. Damn, that is a good burn. Holy shit. So some weirdo sent to this person, it's like, can you tell me what a woman is? And they replied, someone who covers their drink when they see you in a bar. Yeah, it took him a moment, but he got it.
Get a Mickey slip.
A little Bill Cosby in there. Dude, that's a good burn too. Damn.
I think it was a Far Side, and it's like two guys at the bar, and one guy's just like, "Hey, don't look down. I think somebody slipped you a Mickey," and there's his drink, and you could see the butt end of Mickey Mouse.
Just Mickey, just hanging in there.
Somebody slipped you a Mickey.
Oh my goodness. Here. I at least got a Los Malvados video, Bella, or at least their beginning of their set, Bella Ciao, which, oh my god, I'm so glad I was able to record that. I didn't get the beginning of the song, which, I'm a little bummed out, but I was at the bar buying a drink when they started, and I was like, fuck! I was trying to rush it, even though obviously you can't really, like, rush that, so I was like, okay, grab the drinks, pay for it. Here, quick tip. Here you go. But I just grabbed. I gave Dad his drink. I grabbed mine, and I just ran to the front, getting my phone out, like, oh shit, because I wanted to at least get that, and I was just like, oh fuck. I did at least start with it, and I at least got it, so I was happy with that. Because that's like honestly, like at least for like just kind of a general song overall, that's one of my more favorite songs. I love Bella Ciao. It's a really beautiful song. And the song of, sung by every anti-fascist out there, so. And, I mean, I got a few of their other ones, and I also ended up recording the same songs I got from them initially, La Carencia, then, Dominama Moscow, which those songs are really good. So, I might at least, get those uploaded too as well, might as well. And I finally found out the guy's name. Finally found out his, the main dude's name, so that got me happy. So, I was at least, able to figure that out too, and, right before I left, because I saw him hanging out by the merch table. Which, man, honestly, they're like the most chillest dudes, and King Youngblood too, like, that dude fucking went hard. Like, that guy with his guitar decided to say fuck it, like, show up like right in the middle of the like not the stage, but like the fucking natural floor, and just started moshing with everybody, dude. It was fucking great. Like, I'm just like, man, okay, I gotta mosh with this dude, for a little bit there. Actually, I have some pictures of that part here. Let me do this. Have to scroll up for all my sheetload of peaks. Guess what I finally saw? Puss in Boots. Oh shit, Puss in Boots 2? Nice. I've still have yet to see that movie. Oh, here we go. So this is when he came. So this is the main dude. This is when he came down like right on the floor with everybody, right next to me too. So I got some really awesome shots of him just like hanging out right there. At least before he started moshing, getting everything going. Dude, this guy fucking rocks out. Here, let me find a video for the shit, cause like I said, they go fucking hard. Actually, here, let me find their first song they started with. Their first song they started with was fucking great. It's called Yankubian Antics. And I just need to find it first. Alright, that's... I think it's this one. I think it's this. Yeah, it is. It's this. No, The Last Wish. Thought you already saw it. The Last Wish? Isn't that the second movie? No, and yeah, I have not seen it yet, because I'm a lazy fuck. I've been seeing other shit. Which, you know, like, shows and stuff. I haven't really been able to, like, you know, really catch myself up with a lot of this. And they also have a cello player. A bassist and a cello player. More furry than you. Are you sure about that? Turn this up a bit. And these guys are out from Seattle too, so locals, regionally local, PNW, which makes sense. I'm a literal werewolf. Well, I'm a were-husky, so what's the difference? Honestly, these guys kind of remind me of Royal Blood. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, Royal Blood's kind of like this garage rock band, and these guys definitely had a really hardcore garage rock vibe with them. Definitely gonna have to check these guys out more often, and hopefully the next time they do a tour here in Portland, I'm certainly gonna check them out again. And I gotta drag my friends this time. I will make them. I'll force them to call out or whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. Because this show was definitely fucking worth it. I felt bad for my coworker because one of our closers called out and shit. And she ended up having to close by herself, but it's just like, I mean, I already had the tickets. I mean, I can't exactly just say fuck it and stay later, so. Especially with this, there ain't no fucking way I was gonna skip this. I mean, I always wanted to take a trip to the Mushroom Kingdom and, enjoy this shit, which I did. And honestly, I still kind of am tripping a little bit. A lot of the pink is gone now, but I still kind of am, I'm not gonna lie. If my boy's got a sick ass fucking fro, dude. It a badass jacket. I love his jacket. And his guitar is so cool. It's just pink tape, but it still looks awesome. kind of wondering what Yakubian means, honestly. Because it's a really badass song. I definitely love it. So I'm kind of curious what it means now.
What the fuck is up?
What the fuck is up? Well, me figuring out what the fuck Yakubian means. I actually want to look that up real quick. Because I am kind of curious. Here. It's Yakubian meaning. Term to describe people of Caucasian descent originate from the Caucasus Mountains. Really? At least this is the Urban Dictionary. This word is the most disrespectful way to racially call a person white. Yakubian? Is that the only one? I guess so. Huh. Well, there you go. And, honestly, I never knew that, and, I don't find it disrespectful. I mean, I just, whatever. I like the song, I can't get over it. And also, I should at least, here, show a couple pictures of Fishbone, dude. Their fucking, like, fits were amazing. Like, they had some, like, awesome, like, get-ups and shit. I couldn't really tell you exactly what they all were. I know one of them was a jumpsuit of just awesome, epic proportions. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the founders right here with his tie-dye jumpsuit. Dude, it's just so badass. Norwood Fisher's fucking jumpsuit is amazing. I fucking love it. It's just so badass. And plus he just has kind of this like cold stone stare that just like, yeah, I'm flicking my bass. And dude, this guy can slap a bass like a motherfucker, dude. Like, this guy obviously not only has he dipped his wick, he also has dipped those fingers in those wicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he could slap a bass that good. That's kind of the beginning of them starting up their shit. Hold on. Here we go. Wish I got their set list because I really want to know what the fuck this song was. I'm gonna have to like search for their shit. That's why I like the set list, because if I record these, then I can at least upload them without having to search for their shit. So I'm gonna have to figure this one out before I upload these. Dude, his whole suit is awesome. I love that, like, diamond pattern suit. It is all hat. That's why I love small venues. You can get up close and personal with everybody. It's good shit. He also did a crowd surf. He jumped on everybody, including me. I mean, this show went, like, hard. For, like, a funky, like, jazzy, kind of, like, punky rock, like, show, like, it certainly, like, went really hard. And I love how that bass is so loud and thick, too. what's even more awesome is that they kind of interchange instruments too. That guy right there in the background wearing the black t-shirt and shit, like he has a cornet, and the dude, the suit, he has like he goes between a baritone saxophone and between a tenor sax, and the guy with the keys, he has a trombone. So every now and then it would like kind of throw out different instruments. Actually, you can see the trombone in the background over there. This is kind of making me want to really kind of expand like what I can play musically and shit, just so I can kind of like, you know, do a little bit more of my own music project I kind of want to advance with. Because I mean, that brass sound just is so fucking rich and I love it. And I want more of it. It's making me realize that bands should incorporate this more. There should be like a legit, like a tiny little brass section in the background or something. A lot of bands like really get filled up significantly with that, and really like get a lot of value, I think, from that. Even if they're just like session players for the most part. Because Los Malvados, they have a couple of like live/session players that tag around with them. Like they had another trumpet player for this show that I didn't recognize, but was like a guy that was kind of tagging along as like kind of a live session player. I also love this dude's beard. It's amazing. And he has like just one gigantic singular dread ponytail too. Like you think he'd have a bunch of dreads because he has like one single fat dread for a beard and then like one gigantic big one for a ponytail. That's kind of like, it's kind of big in the back, but it like gets nice and small, like kind of like a rat tail in the back. It's really cool. I just kind of like a band that, you know, just kind of has like a random like kind of flex of attire and they just kind of go all out. Even if all of them don't necessarily do that, it just takes like a couple of them. And I forgot what that instrument's called. I forgot what this is called, but he kind of fucks around with this thing for a little bit. But, dude, I love these things so much. I forgot what these are called, but I think they're like, oscillators or something? I forgot exactly what they're called, but goddamn do I love them. Do I love them so much. Because all you do is move your hands around them and you can kind of, like, distort shit. Kind of like how he was doing. Kind of makes you look like you're playing with the Force almost. Drop goes unnecessarily hard, dude. Just like that heavy riff, like dun, 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 just building up to all that. It's like just unnecessarily hard. Like, damn. Love it. definitely a really great song to start with. Not really common for a band to start with a ballad, but it fucking worked so goddamn well for this. Especially for how hard it went. That's so cool. I love those little things so much. Yeah, dude, man, this show just went with like so fucking amazingly. Just so fucking amazing. Here, let me try to see if I can find a little bit more, because the dude with the I blanking on the name, but he had this really badass fucking necklace. Let me see if I could find a picture with him, with a good picture of him wearing it. I could not tell you anything about where it might have come from or what it's all about or whatever the fuck, but goddamn does it look badass and look awesome. Here, let me try to find it. It actually looked like it took it off for a second. I didn't even notice. Yeah, there's one point where he actually had it off. I didn't even notice that. I thought he was wearing it literally the entire time. Oh, here we go. I got a good picture. Well, it's not like the thing on full display, but it looks like almost like some like Native American or like some Aztec or Mayan like charm necklace or some shit, like a full-on amulet or some shit. I mean, would that even be a necklace or an amulet at this point? I mean, it's just like some straight drip. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that is or really the origins of it, but goddamn, does look awesome. I mean, I would think it kind of might be like indigenous to America. I mean, just considering the, you know, the art pattern on it, but I'm not too sure. Looks cool though. Looks badass. Plus that just fucking blazer, dude. The blazer fucking like pants fucking combo he had going on. I fucking love that shit. Like, if someone's gonna get, like, a fancy dress, they gotta kind of, like, you know, pop, you know what I mean? They can't just, like, you know, wear some, like, basic shit. They gotta, like, you know, fucking just do some drip, dude. The blaze. I know, dude, it just looks legit. Dude, I love this fit. And I will admit, I'm pretty sure that is an Islamic hat, but I'm not too sure. He wore a fez hat at one point, but my phone died, so I couldn't get a picture of him wearing his fez hat. But dude, these guys just fucking rock, dude. They fucking went hard. Here, let me find some more videos. Because, you know, of course, me got a lot of vids. Or at least enough. Oh, here. This one's fucking badass, because this has Norman Fisher on it.
Founding member of this
Norman Fisher, dude. Dude, I love that right there. Dude, I love that right there, honestly. Just the fucking love, the hugs. The song itself is called Kid was because, like, and wouldn't necessarily be a thing without Fishbone because they were heavily inspired by them and actually got some of their first shows touring with them. So this is the second time, I think the third time they've toured with them. Either that or the second time, I forgot which. I really love this cello part too. It's really nice.
Don't be
Funny, usually Venom's awake around this time. His weird nocturnal ass is usually up by this point. Do I need to, like, hound at his ass? Because I will certainly do that. I'll berate him until he wakes up with the endless sounds of the notifications of me spamming him. Oh, it was kind of funny when I, like, first finally came home. My dog literally flipped his fucking shit. I'm pretty sure I heard him crying when I was entering the house. I can't really confirm that, but I'm pretty sure he was. As soon as I opened the door, he literally had the biggest, like, tail wag, fucking, like, booty wag, like, the entire body's wagging, fucking conniption fit I think I've ever seen. And it was adorable. I'm also kind of impressed with this guy's upper body strength, because the cello is not exactly a lightweight instrument. And this dude was, like, lifting it above his head and just, like, kind of doing this shit with it and all sorts of stuff. And it's like, bruh, like, what type of upper body strength do you got going on, bro? Because, I mean, a cello is not exactly lightweight. It's actually a really cool cello, though, with all the random little signatures and random little scribblings on it. Right in my article when zombies came up. Imagine if this happened in a zombie movie. Character has to kill someone close to them because they were infected. Seconds later, good news, everyone! We have created a cure for the virus. Dude, that would be fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie. That would be messed up. Oh, here's some of his slap abilities. A bass solo, dude. But kind of funny, though. Come on! I had to kill my fucking loved one, you piece of... Dude, it would probably kill the person that found the cure, dude. It'd be a horrible, dark humor, but it would be a thing. Sorry, I didn't get the news out sooner. I was reheating the coffee. I mean, come on. It's like, I mean, it's like I need to make sure I have my caffeine buzz. I'm still a drug addict, even though the apocalypse is going on. I need my caffeine. Look at those slaps. The guy's a really good singer too. Really like that. Dragged out outro, but fucking amazing. I love these little collabs that happen with live shows like that. I mean, they just really make like a fucking show just that much better and shit. I remember when I saw St. Ferris live that Eric from Los Malblados, the tenor sax player and the main vocalist, he collabed with the Hub Stompers for one of their songs, which I still have not figured out what the name of that fucking song is yet. Even though I have their fucking set list. I should be able to figure it out. I just haven't yet. So. But man. I just like hate how some, like when it comes to concerts, like once they end, because it's like, damn it, I kind of wish that shit kind of kept going on. It's one of those things where you wish that the night just doesn't end. Huh, what's that? Freddy, after entering my dreams and seeing stuff he wasn't mentally equipped to deal with. Oh my god. Yep. True. That's pretty much how Freddy... That's why I never have... I've ever had to deal with Freddy personally. It's because his ass, just cannot mentally equip. He's just, like, not mentally equipped to deal with the bullshit. Got a lot going on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and also just, like, millennials and zoomers just got too much bullshit going on. Freddy Cougar's just not ready for that shit. He just can't comprehend it. Man. One of those things where it's just like, really wish the show would end. Especially when it comes to, like, Los Malblados. Like, their fucking set was just, like, so fucking strong, especially as an opener. Like, they're, like... I really just honestly hope that they end up, kind of making some waves, in the next couple years. Because they certainly fucking deserve it. Of, like, how strong their sets are and how strong, like, they come out swinging when it comes to, performing. They just fucking nail that shit. Little rap show can happen. We can be like, oh, I wonder if these still happy hour at... I wonder if there's still happy hour at Steak and Shake. Huh. I wonder if the happy hour is still going on. I'm sure like half of the employees there are probably going to be gone, but yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh my god, like I recommended a Skibbity toilet. Oh my fucking god, I really don't get that meme. Paul, like, apparently is obsessed with it. What the fuck is really up with it? Do I even dare click it? I mean, I'm looking at it and what meme? Skibbity toilet? I don't even know what's going on, but it's this. I don't know. Should we click it? We're not watching all this, but I don't know. Want to watch at least a little bit? Figure out what the fuck this is. Because I don't get it. So, but it's a thing. Oh shit! There's a bell ring out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. The hell's this? No wonder the cat left. Wait, this is the animation?
I want to be clear. You're upset because we made friends with your cat?
You're unreasonable people. You're holding our cat. Go in your yard and say, Mercury, go home. Don't come in our yard anymore.
She will not listen. She's a cat. She can speak.
Oh, I remember this. I know what this is.
It's a cat, dude.
Really? Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, alright, yeah, okay. Fuck you then. Cat pervert.
Oh, we'll have the police department figure it out.
Absolutely. Great idea.
All right, you cat pervert.
Cat pervert. I fucking love this freak out, bro, because the dude just goes off about how he's like a cat pervert or a cat fucker, apparently. Out of nowhere.
I've done nothing to bring the cat.
Cat pervert.
I've done nothing to bring the. You're angry because your cat is in my yard.
You know what? There's a crime about you harboring my cat.
What crime is that?
Against the law.
What crime is that?
It's called harboring an animal.
That's not even a crime, bro.
Cat pervert.
Cat pervert. Oh my god, I fucking love it. Cat pervert. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, dude, I fucking love it. And I love that I know the original context of it all. It's so fucking great, dude. Oh shit, someone threw a drink at Cardi B and got a mic in the face. This says NSFW, but I assume this isn't NSFW because I don't know why it would be. So. Oh, I saw the drink. Oh shit, dude, she fucking. Damn, hold up. Damn, dude, she just fucking chucked that shit like a goddamn baseball. Dude, somebody on the mic was like, yo, what the fuck? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, here comes security. And wait a minute, she's obviously lip syncing because she's still singing, but she literally chucked the fucking mic. Is this another angle? Oh shit, it is. Damn, dude, she fucking spit some fire at her, dude. Like, she fucking said some shit. She was like, like, she said something. She yelled some shit, dude. Dude, holy fuck, dude. She's got some fucking thick booty, dude. Holy shit. Like, if you look at her body and how, like, it's all morphed, like, dude, her booty is blubbergumptious. Holy fuck, dude. She's got some thick booty. Holy shit. Dude, I love how, like, her entourage and security all is just like, what's up? Just out of, I like how they all came out of nowhere, too. Damn. Yeah, like, don't throw drinks at people, you know, when they're performing. Yeah, no, fuck that. Like, if you happen to have a drink and you're in the pit or whatever the fuck, then, I mean, you know, it's a thing, but, like, it happens, like, you know, shit spills and it gets on the floor and stuff like that. But, I mean, like, that right there, no, fuck you. Low-key, fuck you. Ignore Collie. We got Ignore Collie. Man in a 20K Border Collie fursuit. Oh, I think I've seen this before.
Yeah, perfect.
That's a that's a huge border collie.
Oh, good boy. Amazing. One more time. Yeah, cool, buddy. Thank you. Be careful. Are you good?
You know, I can kind of see how, like, I guess this works. I mean, you know, I never understood quad suits. These are technically considered quad suits, not necessarily just fursuits, because, well, you know, you're on 4 legs instead of 2. Like, that's kind of the reason why they called that. And I never really got how one could really, like, I don't know, get into one of those things. But I think I kind of see how, now that I'm looking at it. At least with how they're moving around. I think it's like your knees are essentially like on some pedestals that are the hind legs, and your feet are like smushed or some shit, like right up against, you know, like your leg or whatever. And I don't know. Like, I mean, I really honestly don't understand how one operates something like that. And also, like, holy fuck, I mean, 20K, that's literally, like, just barely under how much I make in a goddamn year. I'm not even kidding. Like, what I make in a year is probably, like, 2 or 3 grand over that. Like, a year. And that's pre-taxes. Just saying. Like, that's not even after tax. So, like, after tax is probably less than that. I'm like 23K a year. Yeah, pre-tax, yes. I mean, after tax is more like, you know, a little less than that, but oof. It honestly could be fucking worse, bro. Dude, I mean, like, out of, like, the impoverished Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck, I'm kind of on the middle end of things. Like, I'm not really exactly that fucked, but considering where I live, I'm kind of fucked either way. I'm just less fucked than most people. I mean, you know, but yeah, it still sucks. Yeah. You can't even live on that. Yeah, dude, I literally don't have any fucking money now for the rest of the week until Thursday. Literally just because of this fucking show I went to. I'm not even kidding. I didn't even buy that much. I bought, like, you know, a couple more pins and a sticker from, like, Los Malblados, and I bought a t-shirt. Which, actually, here. Look at this bad boy. Yeah. I also kind of like it how it's in, you know, kind of subliminally in some trans colors. At least what it looks like. Then on the back of it. Yeah. Let the bastards fall, dude. It was definitely kind of like a very politically, like, lefty-based kind of fucking show, for sure. Damn dog. He bumped into me and I dropped this, and it's fucking gone haywire and all foamy. Jesus Christ. Give it a walk. Give it a little walk, before, before I started this, you know, when I got those, and, of course, little fluffy bastard, you know, just had to, he just had to, like, bump into me to a point where I just had to drop the fucking thing. Luckily it didn't burst, so. Here. Rose, send me some shit. Phone cameras have a zoom feature for a reason. Let's go off this. Does anyone want to play it? What? Holy fuck, dude, that thing's huge. Dude, that moose is fucking huge, dude. Bruh, what the oh my god. Dude, that thing is massive. Holy shit, dude, that thing is dude, that moose is fucking huge. Thing's a fucking bowl, bro. That's not just a moose, that's like a bowl. Like, holy shit, dude, damn. Fucking thing is massive. Jesus Christ! Size of a fucking Belgian draft, dude. Look at this. Dude, I don't even have to look at the trees. Dude, I'm assuming that's just like a one-way little dirt fucking road. I mean, it's just like, fuck. That thing is I would not be anywhere near that, dude. How that fucking thing didn't even notice there was a human right there, I don't even know. All I had to do was turn his head, it would have been over. Oh, it would, dude, it would have been over. How that fucking gigantic bull moose just did not even notice that person just like hiding behind some trees that would not have protected him at all. Those trees would have been come knocking down, bro. Those trees would have been timbering just straight to the ground. And that motherfucker is relying on trees like this wide. It's like, fuck. I would not do that. I would be getting the fuck out of Dodge, dude. Hell no. I'd be more scared of that than a fucking bear. And I'm not even kidding. Dude, moose are deadly. Like, honestly, like, you know, one of the, you know, animals that kill more people and shit, you know, in North America is moose. Not necessarily bears and shit. Bears will actually kind of fuck off from you for the most part. Like, unless it's like hibernation season, then they're, you know, then they're very opportunistic and they're going to look for anything for food. But beyond that season, like, no shit, they're deadly. Well, duh, that's what I'm saying. Like, but, like, in comparison to other animals, even like bears, they're just legit more deadly. It's like them, like grizzlies, specifically grizzly bears, you know, specifically. Like, brown and black bears, like, those are the ones I'm mainly talking about. Like, they will fuck off. Like, if you happen to be near them, or they see you, or notice you, they will, like, more likely run away from you. I mean, grizzly, they don't give a fuck. They're big enough to where they're not really scared of anything. They're not gonna give a shit. Like, you know, you want to be kind of, you know, fearful of them. But, like, I mean, but, you know, like, they have the same bear behavior like any other bears for the most part. So, it's like, I mean, as long as you play dead, if it happens to try to get up on your ass and shit and try to see you as a meal or something like that, then it might not fuck with you anyway. And it's because they tell you that rule. It's like, if you want to try to avoid a bear and it's already kind of on you, then just play dead. But that's why, you know, when it comes to a situation for me personally, if I happen to find myself where I'm, you know, near or around bears, or at least in an area that happens to have them a lot, and I know I might have to encounter one that may or may not want to eat me, I'm carrying the 357 and I'm putting one in its fucking skull. I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, like, that'd just be my position. Like, there's a lot of people in Alaska that will just, you know, open carry like 357s and shit like that, just for the virtue of maybe running into either moose or bears or, you know, like anything of that size, you know, that could potentially maul them to death. You know, because if not, then, well, they're just prey at that point. There was actually a video of a moose, not really that big. It was actually, I think, half the size of the moose that you just sent. But, like, there was a big-ass moose that, like, charged this guy on a snowmobile, and he had a Glock, I think a 10mm, so I think, like, a Glock 38 or a Glock 40 or something like that. And, you know, the moose charged his snowmobile initially at first, and that's, you know, and I think at that point he pulled the gun out. And it backed off for a second, and then he had it aimed right at it, and when it charged up to him again, it took, like, I think 7 or 8 rounds of 10mm to drop that fucking thing. The first, like, 4 or 5, it didn't even budge. It just kept charging. And in fact, it charged faster because it just got pissed off. Like, it took, like, 8 or 9 rounds for it to actually be put down and killed. Like, that's, like, you don't fuck with moose. Or, you know, like, you just don't fuck with them. Like, they are genuinely very immensely deadly. I think in North America, they're, like, the animal that kills the most people. Or at least it's, like, top 5 for sure, hands down. Or at least top 3. Like, it's like them, grizzlies, and, like, one other animal. But, like, for the most part, like, those motherfuckers got, like, a lockdown when it comes to, like, killing motherfuckers. So, like, you just don't fuck with them, dude. Especially this big, bold bastard motherfucker like this. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Fuck that. I wouldn't be a mile near that motherfucker, dude. If I saw that in my visual range, I'm getting out of there. I'm like, nope. Because that motherfucker's probably, you know, scouting for the herd. Big boy scouting for the herd, so if a predator shows up, it'll fuck it off and probably maul its ass with those big-ass antlers and tell the rest of the fucking, you know, herd and be like, yo, my predators, you know, or some shit, dude. Like, that's the motherfucker that will, like, you know, fuck a predator up. Grizzlies at most weigh 1,500 pounds. Moose at most weigh 1,543 pounds, and they're faster. And they got antlers. They might not have the teeth or the claws, but they got those fucking antlers. And honestly, like, what's worse? Getting trampled and literally becoming a meat bag with, like, broken shit in your meat sack, or getting gashed to shit and potentially bleeding out and dying quicker. Honestly, I'd rather get gashed to shit and bleed out and die, because at least that's quicker. Like, if I'm just sitting there all broken and paralyzed, like, just, like, barely breathing, like, that's gonna be way longer. Like, I'd rather bleed out and die, thank you. So, nope. I literally would rather take a grizzly. Because even then, like, by the time I'm all gashed to shit, it's probably gonna start eating me, and at that point, I'm probably gonna die of shock more than anything before I die of it. So, I literally would rather take a grizzly than a fucking moose. I'm not even kidding. I would still die either way, unless I had a 357 or a 44 or some shit like that. But, you know, hey. Like I said, I take my chances. I'd rather be food for the grizzly than just, like, trampled and just left to rot by the moose. Its gorilla comes into view, right? Its moose. He just gives you the look and nods. Dude, if Gorilla was riding a moose like that, I would just bow to him as their god emperor, okay? Like, I mean, and I already kind of do anyway, so. I mean, I would just think that, you know, he would assume that I'm, you know, under his leash. I would assume so. I would hope so. Because if not, uh-oh. There might have been a communication issue. That wouldn't be good. Hey, if you survived, you can write an inspirational book, How I Got Back on Tracks. Hell yeah, dude. That'd totally work. Man, Venom, you sleepy hoe. Don't you have to feed... Doesn't that motherfucker have to, like, feed horses at, like, 5 a.m.? Which it would be nearly about that time, so... Bitch! It's ice cream pump for those that didn't notice. Is there an ice cream pun? Inspirational book, How I Got Back on Tracks. Is there an ice cream pun in that? Because I generally don't honestly see it. Oh. Oh, I get it. Okay, well, honestly, I was just being so dumb. I forgot that's like a name of a fucking ice cream flavor. Oops. Well, I'm definitely showing my boomerage. In a way. What the hell? Within hours of each other? This is all something that we can watch? Wait, what the hell? Within hours of each other, multiple aviation crashes were reported in Wisconsin and off a beach in New Hampshire. Well, there's the New Hampshire thing. Oh my god. Bloop. It just blooped right in the ocean. Okay, I want to watch this. What the fuck? What's going on?
Tonight, in
Boom!
the sky.
Ooh, damn. That looked rough. Ouch.
Hours, multiple aviation crashes across the country. Near Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, this plane towing a banner crash-landed around noon in the ocean.
Aircraft in the water.
Well, barely. I mean, it kind of went right on the shoreline.
It was like something out of a movie.
Adam Backney was there with his family.
It hit nose first, the tail went up over the cabin, and then it fell back down. People were screaming.
Well, wow. Well, what a way to describe literally what exactly we fucking saw there, bro.
Pilot seen swimming to safety.
The lifeguards have brought the pilot, which is the only occupant, to shore. We're evaluating him now.
And the pilot.
So I guess it was just literally one pilot. Well, I mean, it looked like he swam out, so he was fine. Probably banged up. So probably gonna have probably some back issues later in his life. I'm not even gonna lie, but hey, I mean, he's okay, I guess.
Remarkably great job in knowing that they didn't want to land on the beach because it was full of people.
Oh my god, dude. Dude. You know what? Base motherfuckers, they just took a rope and just hauled that fucking thing out of the ocean themselves? Damn. Damn, bro. I would have thought they would have just gotten some sort of specialized tractor or something, but nah, they just pulled that motherfucker right out themselves with just sheer manpower.
Also happening in Wisconsin, the first this morning into Lake Winnebago. The Coast Guard says a T-6 Texan plane like these was
Oh, so one of those little trainers and shit? Like one of those little air show trainer planes?
The Coast Guard says
how'd this happen? What, a malfunction or something?
a T-6 Texan plane like these was maneuvering before rapidly descending from an altitude around 3,000 feet. Rescue crews are still searching for the two occupants.
They're probably dead. I'm just gonna be blunt with that. I mean, oh boy. What the fuck is going on? Why are planes just falling from the sky? I mean, at least they're not big commercial planes, but still, what the hell? What's going on?
It happened not far from the EAA Air Venture Show in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, the largest air show in the world, where this afternoon, two aircraft similar to this small helicopter and a gyrocopter like this collided.
What the hell? How'd that even happen? Dude, that's not the first time this happened this year. There was a B-17 and a P-51 that collided with each other at a Texas air show, for a very similar reason. What the fuck is going on? Honestly, isn't it FAA and all this shit, aren't they, super fucking, insanely strict about shit like this? So, what the fuck is going on? What the hell? Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't know, but this is definitely a what the fuck moment.
This afternoon, two aircraft similar to this small helicopter and a gyrocopter.
How are these two, honestly, how are these two collide? I mean, I'm assuming they're stunt copters and, stunt gyrocopter too, but or something, like that, very maneuverable type of things. When they're doing maneuvers and shit and just just bloop, just rammed into each other or something. I mean, what the fuck happened? How is this shit happening so frequently? And especially at such a spike like this.
Officials say this was not related to the show.
When you have an air show of this size, unfortunately, it is not that uncommon that each year that there's some form of accidents. Because
not a collision or death.
There are thousands upon thousands of airplanes up there.
It's still unclear how many people may be hurt.
Not at once. You're kind of downplaying it there, aren't you there, buddy? I mean, it's not thousands upon thousands, at once in the air at, any given time. You're kind of downplaying this a little bit, aren't you there, bro?
Night.
You're making it, he just made it sound like this is just some regular occurrence. And it's one, shouldn't that be a problem? And two, why are you downplaying it like it is, some sort of a regular occurrence? Because that kind of goes back to the first point, that it would be a fucking problem. Like, I mean, because it does lead to people's deaths and shit. Because, like, I mean, I don't know, planes colliding with each other is probably, very lethal. so, like, what the fuck?
NBC News.
Oh, is that it? Okay, I guess it was. I know what's going on. Oh, is it the Gremlins? Oh, shit. It's fucking Gremlins, dude. That's a pretty ugly-ass looking gremlin, I'm not even gonna lie. They're normally kind of cute, but that's an ugly one. But, Jesus Christ. Like, shit like that should not be a regular occurrence. I mean, maybe it was just kind of like a spike and just, like, happenstance accidents that just kind of happened at once, but still, like, that's kind of like, what the fuck. That's a what the fuck moment. Like the one that dressed in drag. Well, I happen to be one of them groomers now. So, I mean, of course. But of course. Well, cultural appropriation conundrum? Is it a conundrum? I feel like Vosh's chat was overthinking it. I don't know if it really is inherently a conundrum. Because I don't even really inherently, like, believe in the broad idea of it. I mean, outside of, like, specific elements, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, colonization, or, like, you know, the British Empire or something, but, like, I mean, just, like an individual that happens to be, like, into, you know, some culture that isn't inherently theirs, it's just like, bruh, no culture is inherently anybody's. I mean, just be fucking blunt. I mean, it's just like, I mean, in my opinion, at least, like, because culture is something that always is ever changing. It's always evolving. So it's like, I mean, you know, what, like, you know, for example, like, American culture was 50 years ago, it's not the same as it is now. Or, like, you know, Hispanic culture, you know, from 50 years ago to now. Or, like, even 100 years ago, going back further, right? Like, I mean, it's never the same. So it's like, you can't really inherently say, like, this is ours, like, when that will change within years' time. I mean, because, like, outside of just traditions, I mean, that's, you know, at least a little bit of a different thing. I mean, it's an aspect of culture, but it's, you know, at that point, considered traditions, not, you know, just a contemporary thing. So, I don't know. And honestly, just, like, the different fusion that comes with, like, the blendings of cultures, you know, I think is honestly, in a way, like, more fruitful. You know, like ska, or, like, you know, like, these different, like, kind of, like, jazz rock, you know, punk fusion bands and shit, right? Like, you know, like some of the shit I was seeing, like, you know, earlier tonight. You know, stuff like that. Like, I mean, all that comes from, like, appropriation of elements of different culture to fuse it into this new thing. So it's just like, I mean, you know, so I don't really necessarily totally agree with it, outside of, like, you know, certain circumstances, I guess. But I guess, yeah, that's just me. I don't recall anyone talking about parents protesting the movie for that back then, because it probably came out before I was born, but that's besides the point. Well, yeah, I mean, that's like another thing too. Like, I mean, because it isn't really necessarily thought about that much, but, like, what about these fucking right-wingers that try to appropriate culture as all woke and all, like, this groomer shit? Like, that's a kind of in a way, a form of appropriation. I mean, at least what I would consider genuine appropriation, because they're trying to appropriate different elements of culture into, you know, this one specific objective box of what it all is, which is this groomer woke shit that they think it is. Like, so, I mean, that I would consider appropriation. So it's like, if anything, you know, motherfuckers like that are doing it, but because they want to hate it and spite it and, you know, dehumanize it. You know, not because they want to, like, you know, cherish it and actually, like, uplift it. Like, I mean, so they do it for the exact opposite intent, and I think that's where the appropriation really comes from, because they want to, you know, like, misguise what, like, that actual culture really is and change it into something that they perceive it as, which is a negative. Which kind of plays into that. Like, I mean, because, you know, back then, you know, this whole, like, drag, trans shit that they all are freaking out about now, putting, you know, those elements of that culture in this box, you know, it's all woke groomer shit. Like, I mean, literally, you know, back when the Gremlins was the thing and shit, right? Like, it wasn't a problem then. It wasn't a problem with Ace Ventura, you know, like, in that movie, there was, you know, like, some trans shit going on there too, or, you know, like, or any of these other pieces of entertainment in the media. So it's like, it never was an issue then, but at least, you know, for media like Ace Ventura, it was more of, like, kind of, you know, like, dogging on trans people and drag and shit like that. So, I mean, it's the reason why I slid, but nonetheless, it's like, it was still there. And also, there's this movie that was from, like, the mid-2000s, I think it was called, like, Transamerica, I think? I think. I don't even really remember. But, I know it's either, like, a R-rated movie or, like, a, like, X-rated movie. I forgot what. But it was, you know, fairly graphic, you know, all intents and purposes. But it was definitely, like, something that, you know, was meant to be, like, a pro-trans film. And, like, I remember, funny enough, watching that with my mom. Like, at my brother's house, because we were watching over his place at the time. And my mom was all, like, weirded out by it, but I was just kind of like, huh, like, she's a woman, but yet has male bits? Like, what's that about? And I just kind of watched the movie kind of curiously. You know, while my mom was all like, what the hell? But she didn't change it because it's like, hey, I'm kind of interested. Let me watch it. And she was like, all right, fine. She caved in, you know, so... Like, I mean, I think a part of it is because I think she was also kind of curious about it, like, just seeing where the movie would go, I guess. But, I mean, hey, I mean, I came back with a positive impression on it. I think, in a way, that probably helped kind of, like, set, you know, the seed a little bit, you know, towards me understanding, you know, at least on a vague level more about, like, you know, what transgenderism is and shit like that, at least before I really truly understood it yet, because I was, like, either, like, you know, really early teenager or just about to be a teenager when I saw that movie. It's Doubtfire, which I'm still not sure if people think that's transphobic. I don't know if it really is, in my opinion. I mean, because Mrs. Doubtfire is not really necessarily seen as, like, you know, as a negative character. I mean, she's, well, I mean, technically a he, I guess. I mean, just because it's, I'm blanking on his name. Holy fuck. Oh, god damn it. I'm blanking on his name. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. How am I blanking on his name right now? Like, it literally is just not in my brain. What the fuck? I don't want to say what's his face, but I don't... Robin Williams. What the fuck? Why was that not in my brain? Yeah, Robin Williams. Holy shit, brain. Get it together. How, like, I knew who it was. I was seeing his face, but his name just randomly escaped me out of nowhere. I mean, like, goddamn, that annoyed me there for a second. But anyway, I mean, I'm saying technically he, because it's Robin Williams playing the character, or the name of the character he plays. Well, I would say the character he plays is a female character, Mrs. Doubtfire. But, you know, and I think, honestly, because of that, it might at least be more of a implicit, like, you know, trans, you know, analog going on with that. You know, so... either that, or at least, you know, drag, you know, analog, you know, one or the other. But I think both could work. Daniel Hillard. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it definitely seems more like, you know, the character, at least in my opinion, seems more of like a trans character, you know, but... I don't know. I mean, definitely a minimal drag for sure. I mean, but... I feel like there's at least a little bit of analogy towards that. I don't even necessarily think it's even a negative one, but I mean, I don't know. I have to watch the movie again. Oh, goof. What are you doing over there? The guy in cross-dress so identifies as a man because he only did that to see his kids. Well, yeah. Which I think, honestly, is a part of the reason why he did that. You know, so, again, it's been a long time since I've seen a movie, so frankly, some of the details escape me a little bit, but, I mean, that's what, I mean, but I feel like, you know, because, you know, being a single father and obviously still want to see his kids, but, you know, willing to go to that length, I think kind of at least implies a little something. Wanting to identify as a woman outside of that. Yeah, I suppose, but like I said, I feel like it at least implies a little something. He was divorced. Well, yeah. At least in some part, he obviously wanted to try to hide his identity from, you know, from his kids and his wife, because he still obviously wanted to spend time with them. Mr. Doubtfire, watch party, bro. I mean, like, hey, you know what? Maybe we can figure it out. I'm sure there's a way to do it. But I wouldn't know how to do it, honestly. One of these days, maybe we'll figure it out. I wish Rabbit was still a thing. Rabbit? Hold on, I want to look that up. Assuming that's a fucking movie, right? It was streaming. It was a streaming thing where you can host movies. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about a movie or some shit. I looked up movies and, like, it was not pulling up anything like that. So I was like, okay, maybe I was talking about something else. And, well, yeah, obviously we were. Hey, pop. Boob. Little pup. Don't walk away. Oh my god. Well, he didn't walk away, but he plopped. I heard the plop. Can't really see him, but I heard the plop. You lazy bones. You lazy boy. I started late and kick out. Really? Lazy bastard. Not even a little over an hour ago, he was like freaking the hell out being a little fluff ball, but now it's just like he's just being a lazy bitch. It's like, alright, I got over my excitement seeing you. I'm just gonna hang out over here in the corner. Little freak. What a little freak. You know, you could hang out over here, you little jerk. But no, he doesn't want to do that. Here. Oh. I have a notification for fucking Logan's former roommate, Gabe? What the fuck? He just randomly hit me up on YouTube out of nowhere. It's okay. Wait, what stream did he even comment on? I don't even remember this. Oh, this is like... I don't even remember this literally a day ago. But, oh, okay. Well. Huh. I'll have to tell the guys about that, see what they think about it. Honestly, like, he's not a bad guy at all. But for some reason, at least, like, Logan and Harley don't necessarily see him as 100%, or my friend Metal T either, and I'm just like, I don't know. Sure, he's got his flaws, but whatever. He ain't that bad of a dude. I mean, he would actually, like, make some beats and shit like that every now and then and shit. And honestly, weren't necessarily too bad. Weren't really great, but definitely not bad at all. I've heard some of it, and, you know, it wasn't really, like, nothing I would necessarily, you know, like, write home to mama about personally. But, like I said, you know, it definitely wasn't bad at all. If anything, you know, he probably could, you know, like, have use, you know, with, like, you know, someone maybe like, either like me or at least, you know, tangential, who knows how, you know, kind of has a little extra ear, you know, like a third ear, so to speak, you know, when it comes to you know, like producing and stuff. Because I've done my fair share of that, and I've actually helped produce some songs for some of my friends before, and like, I've gotten, like, almost no complaints, outside of, funny enough, from only really, like, a couple people. And one of them was from one of the musicians themselves, the drummer, at the time. And he said that he thought that the drums were a little too low, like they should have been brought out more. And honestly, like, in considering for the song, I honestly thought they were okay. You know, maybe they could have been bumped up a notch or two, but I mean, you know, like, mixing wise, you know, they're all right, you know, for the most part. So it's like, and I feel like obviously because he's a drummer, I feel like there's a little bias with it, but you know what, whatever. You know, in a way, looking back at it, I mean, bumping it up just a little bit wouldn't do it no harm. So I suppose a fair criticism. It's not that bad of a guy, Harley. He found silver head in his fridge. Yeah, but I mean, anyone could have put that there. No shit. Well, I mean, from what I understand, like, you know, the dude's disabled, and at least, I don't know for what specifically, but, and also tends to, like, I don't know, at least from what they describe, not exactly like, you know, go the extra mile to kind of like, you know, I don't even know really. I kind of forgot some elements, but I think at least in one part was at least like he would kind of like wuss out for doing certain things. Like if he had to like hop a fence really quick or some shit like that, he would kind of be like, I don't want to do that, or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It was basically shit like that, and it's like, you know what, honestly, when I'm looking back at it, I'm like, man, that's not even that big of a deal. You know what? Who gives a fuck? Like, I mean, you know, it's like, if they don't want to hop a fence or some shit that they don't want to, I mean, frankly, there probably is a way to get over that fence that's easier than just hopping the fucking fence if you just, like, you know, walk around a little bit, you know, or some shit like that. Disabled me? Well, yes, I am. That Safeway might just be able to create yourself. Well, what, do you fucking think I'm gonna work night shift? Like, you know, the fucking, you know, night owl shift and stock shelves? Fuck that. Probably get away from me, yeah, it probably can make me get away from closing, but I don't think my department manager or anyone at my department's gonna be happy with that. So, can you make me a sandwich? Rose, fuck you! But you know what? If you show up at my fucking department when our sandwich bar is open and I happen to serve you, I'll make you the most banging fucking sandwich, I tell you what. I ironically told Chud that and he freaked the fuck out. Oh my god. I'll grant the pass on that. Normally, I'm not exactly fond of this whole, like, worker divide, poverty, like, poor people divide bullshit, division nonsense, but you know what? I'm willing to give you a pass on that. It's a chud, so who cares? Well, I mean, I kind of do, but just, you know, enough to try to help plant the seeds in hopes that they'll change their mind, but I'm not really gonna fucking put the extra effort to force them. I'll throw it out there, and if they just like, "Look, you figured it," and then it's like, well, alright, well, eat a dick or something, I don't know. We need a code. And you know it's me. Is that, I'll put a gun on you. No one ever suspected. True. I definitely wouldn't. You went on a bootstraps rant? You. Cringe. Oh, fuck! Nah, man, it's me. I want a sandwich. It's okay, bro. I'm not actually gonna do anything to you. Here. Here, since Venom's here, I'm gonna share another video I haven't shared yet from the concert, which I'll eventually upload when I'm not lazy. Here, so let me make sure. Oh, think it would be, yeah, I think this one. The gist of it was, people like you are the reason America's dying. No one wants to work anymore. Oh my fucking god. Oh, of course. Not surprised with that.
We're happy to be a proud anti-fascist ska-core band based on Fuck down! Fuck Nazis! I said before, the whole country knows about Portland, about we was not okay with this shit. Good or bad, or fucking name. In Mississippi and fucking Vermont, they fucking know about Portland fucking origin.
Yep, they do. Everyone knows about this fucking city.
The people who fought, like her merch girl actually got fucking beat up by a cop and she's here still on merch with us. Thank you so much.
I've actually talked to her a bunch of times, and she is such a chill, like reclusive, just like soft-spoken person. Like, I mean, the fact that a bunch of Proud Boy Nazi scumfucks, you know, would actually beat on her ass, it's like, man, I want the thoughts I would have for motherfuckers like that, dude.
We're not gonna take this shit. This song's called Let's Send Them Over the Islands. This is our last song. We're those motherfuckers. Come talk to us. Let's smoke some weed before the King Youngblood. Take it away from King Youngblood. Get ready for fucking fish, buddy. Well, let's show them how Portland gets down. This is our last song. Let's see you in the fucking pit. This is Let's Send Them Over the Islands.
Get a U-Haul tomorrow. Oh, nice. Fuck yeah. That's fucking dope. My little fucking howls. for you. I mean, tomorrow for me, Monday. I mean, I guess that would technically be Monday for me, too. It is, like, damn near 3 in the morning. So, I mean, that would technically be Monday for me, too. I mean, that's still good. That's still awesome. They should join the few, the proud, the Marines. You know what's funny is that I actually have a USMC hat because I was kind of tempted in high school to do so. So I literally did like a wall sit for like 5 minutes just to get the fucking hat. Like where you have to like sit like you're in a chair but right up against the wall. And oh my god, that fucking obliterated my legs. I know a bunch of guys who went in and regret it. Well, and I'm not really too surprised with that. Which is why I never went in the military myself. Because, fuck that shit. Too unstable. You would think that's like who they would want. You would think that's like who they would want. It's like an unstable fuck who has a happy trigger finger? Hell yeah. Let's get you right up. Sign right up here, boy. You would think they would want that, but I guess not. Well, I guess the military got too woke. I tell you what, brother. Want to be a pilot? Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. They don't really want unstable fucks as pilots. They, you know, want them as, like, grunts and infantrymen. So. Go figure. Gotta send the crazies, you know, with the rifles, you know, to send them out in the front lines first. Gotta make sure stable types, you know, the pilots and shit. Boop. Little doggo. Come here. Come here, little butt. Really? We're gonna do the stare game, like this. We're doing the stare game again. Like seriously. You could just come over here and get loves and scritches. But no, you have to just stare at me instead. Oh wow, okay, now you're distracted. Now you're distracted by some other shit. You fucking goof. You goddamn loof boy of absurdity. Oh, what? You came over here. Come here. Come here. Don't walk away. Get over here. You want that off of you? Come here. You fucking asshole. Come here. Oh my god. You fucking just laid down? Are you kidding? Oh my god. You fucking little shit. You little turd. Ugh. This is his leash. If I had like some long, just long enough to just like hook his little leash, I could like drag him over here. But I don't. Step to swim his hell leak. If he ain't lying, swimming through the ocean full of gear does not sound fun. Yeah, Hell Week involves swimming through an ocean full of gear and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, because a part of it is so that you can make sure that you know how to stay afloat and not drown and die. And not a lot of people can qualify for it. like, there's a whole fucking, you know, like, extra level training when it comes to, like, whether it's, like, Marines or Rangers or anything like that. Like, as a fireman, they just get, like, regular PT training and shit like that. Like, just regular boot camp. But when it comes to, like, Marines, they get that, but, like, extra shit, too. Predominantly, mainly, especially when it comes to things like, you know, ocean-based, you know, type of, like, warfare and shit. Like, beach landings or, you know, stuff like that. So they have to, you know, do training like that in order to, you know, make sure that they actually can, you know, stay afloat and, well, not drown or die. Sounds like SEALs get a Republic Commandos style training. Well, SEALs, like, for the Navy SEALs, oh yeah. The Navy SEALs, like, they gotta go for some extra level shit that's, like, even worse, like, in a way. I mean, like, not a lot of people pass that shit. I think for, like, every 100 people that, like, go through that type of training, I think, like, realistically, about on average, it's about, like, between, like, 5 to 10 that, like, qualify, if that. Like, so, I mean, that's, like, on the more, like, higher margins. So, like, not a lot of people, you know, go through that and pass. Bragging about taking out an old decommissioned ship for his demo test by splitting a block of C4 into 4 units. I'm not really too surprised that they would have, like, training missions like that. Because if you think about it, especially when it comes to, like, World War II and World War I, I mean, with all the decommissioned warships and shit, like, and especially when it comes to things like different weapons testing and stuff like that. I mean, look at, like, nuclear war test footage and shit from, like, the 50s and 60s stuff, like, especially at, like, Bikini Atoll. Like, I mean, there's, like, warships all over the place, like, because they're using them, you know, because they're decommissioned ships, you know, specifically used to be destroyed. You know, they just, you know, will use them for things like that, or for nuclear testing, or for whatever the fuck. I mean, you know, it's because decommission. It's just, it's used to basically either be, you know, recycled for scrap, or used for target practice. They're used for nuke testing. Yep. Predominantly, yeah. Like a lot of the surplus destroyers, cruisers, and old carriers and things like that. Mostly so they can see, you know, what a nuke would potentially do to, like, a Navy fleet. You know, like, because if a naval fleet got hit with a nuke, whether underwater or above ground or otherwise and shit like that, I mean, it did kind of play a pivotal role in figuring that type of shit out, because in a way, like, the ships themselves, like, didn't really necessarily get fucked up outside of, you know, being in the immediate blast radius. But if they weren't in the immediate blast radius, like, for the most part, like, you know, outside of, well, all living things potentially being dead, you know, like, on those vessels, I mean, you could still technically use them, potentially. They would probably be heavily irradiated, but you still could potentially use them. I mean, so it's like, I mean, that's kind of like one thing we kind of figured out. It's that, like, at a certain blast radius, like, ships would still technically be operational if you fix them up a little bit. Just because, like all the life on that vessel will definitely be dead, but it wouldn't get hit with enough of an impact to have such a significant damage to where it would sink. It would still have to get repaired and probably decontaminated of radiation and all this other shit, but, you know, fix her up a little bit and probably would, you know, be able to sail just fine. So in a way, like, I mean, they did tests like that just to see if they can even repurpose vessels if, you know, they actually did that as, like, a tactical nuke, you know, launch against a naval, you know, fleet that would have been potentially been on the Soviet side or something. Theoretical naval warfare and space papers. Apparently fighters in space theoretically cheaper than the dictated warships. So interested in developing space-based carriers. Well, because there's already with the Air Force itself, you know, not just our own, but with, like, China, Russia, and these other nations, like, there's already, like, a heavy investment in this idea of having space-based aircraft, whether fighters or, you know, otherwise. Because there's a lot of satellites, a lot of different nuclear missiles, you know, that could be launched, you know, via silos and stuff, would go into space, stuff like that. there's a lot of things where having a fighter that is sealed, you know, to where the cabin's sealed to where it could operate in space is a theoretical possibility. The thing is, it would not be built in the same way that, you know, traditional fighters and traditional aircraft are built, though. I mean, you're going to have to realize that because it's zero gravity. Like, I mean, it ain't going to have thrusters and shit. There's going to be, like, some other shit going on with that motherfucker. Well, I mean, it will have thrusters, but not traditional thrusters, I should say. Alright, develop low to high orbit dedicated warships. That just seems like, you know, really not, like, an important thing. The thing is, like, I do think this is going to be something inevitable, which was why, at least, you know, when it comes to, like, a space-based carrier, you know, that could carry small, you know, like, military-based type of crafts. I mean, I'm not really against that, but, I mean, full-on warships, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to kind of see what, like, a carrier-based type of craft and actually developing, like, smaller, you know, like, aircraft that, you know, can carry weapon platforms and shit. We'll have to see how that would even work in the first place. Like, the government takes UFO seriously. Which, honestly, that's the most recent thing. With them, you know, potentially having, like, some sort of, like, you know, pact with, like, some aliens and, like, harboring bodies, and also, like, apparently the government and aliens have killed humans, you know, to preserve information, and also, like, that shit's far-fetched, dude. I'm just gonna say right now, like, that most recent UFO thing that came out of Congress, that's bullshit. Like, no way that motherfucker, like, actually got real information, because, like, he said all these claims, but didn't actually provide evidence, and still hasn't. So, this is bullshit. Find much more likely we are a primitive species they are watching. Which, if they are, then they don't need to send probes or anything to our planet. They would have, you know, like, probes or satellites and things like that that would be distant in our solar system. Like where the Kuiper Belt or, like, Pluto is and shit. I mean, just being dead honest with that. Because, like, if they have technology to be interstellar and intergalactic and shit, then they certainly got technology to be fucking studying our fucking planet from a distance. They certainly do. And even if their information would technically be like a couple months old or something like that, they would have enough of information to understand about what our fucking species is doing. So, like, I mean, they would figure that shit out. And they'd probably have algorithms in place to be able to, you know, somewhat accurately predict what, you know, the present, you know, time would be, considering, you know, what, like, you know, the information that they do have. So, because, like, if they're, like, you know, that fucking advanced, then they got this fucking tech, and, you know, or at least something equivocal. So this idea that, like, you know, they would have to visit our planet and shit like that to fucking be studying us, I kind of find a little silly. I do think that they, you know, if there are aliens out there, they probably are studying us, but they ain't gonna be doing that on our fucking planet, unless they want to get, like, material fucking, you know, like, samples. But if that's the case, then wouldn't we be seeing, like, some sort of research facility or something like that in our solar system, you know, or whatever the fuck? Like, we'd be seeing some shit, you know, at that point, if they're getting that extensive. I feel like, at least, right? Like, I mean, I don't know, I might be wrong, but, like, I feel like we would probably start seeing some shit being like, hey, what's that weird thing that is kind of floating in between solar systems, or, like, right outside of our solar system? What's that? You'd think we'd figure that out by now. So, if that's, you know, so if it ain't that, then they probably just got some probes hanging out that, you know, are just, you know, really well hidden. And that makes sense. I don't think that's, like, some weird boogaloo thing. I mean, I just think that, you know, could be, I think this is kind of Occam's razor when it comes to these aliens that might exist. It's like, if they're studying us, they're doing so distantly, you know, from our solar system, or just right outside of it. Because even if they are, you know, lagging, you know, in a couple months worth of information, that's kind of negligible when it comes to, like, their general broad study of our species and our planet. a lot of UFO sightings around nuclear test sites and silos over the years. Now I argue a lot of that is just mostly because of military research and military testing. Which is definitely a thing. It certainly happens. Like, prior to, like, you know, for example, like the B-2 bomber and the F-111, or like the 1117 fucking Nighthawk bomber and shit, the self-craft. Like, a lot of people noticed sightings of triangular shaped based, you know, craft in the air and stuff like that. And a lot of it was because they, you know, honestly, were researching, you know, different craft and different prototypes of what would eventually become things like the B-2 bomber and yeah, F-111 Nighthawk fighter and shit. Like, you know, all these, you know, like these different aircraft that, you know, we see today. I mean, so, like, arguably, I would just say that, like, a lot of those sightings are really just, like, you know, early testing of different military craft that we'll eventually see 20 plus years down the line. Or sooner. Nor that we maybe have developed our tech in a unique way to the aliens and maybe you're certain of the signs. I doubt that, dude. Why would they fucking study anything from us when it comes to, like, our designs and shit like that? When it comes to, like, weapons and things. There's no reason for it. Outside of just, you know, sheer curiosity about how our species operates when it comes to these things. Like, I mean, outside of just sheer info grabbing and info gathering, there's no real reason for them to, like, you know, look at our shit. I suppose maybe they can find something from that, but I mean, it's like, again, they're so fucking advanced technologically that they likely already know this information. And probably already did that, you know, that type of shit. Have you neat text that you can only get from studying? Like Stellaris. I mean, well, the thing is, that's a video game, though. I mean, like what potentially could be real life when it comes to those circumstances is not necessarily the same as a video game. But I'm just saying it's possible we know things they didn't study. I mean, look, I mean, I'm not going to rule that out. I mean, granted, I mean, like I said, there's probably some shit that, you know, we've certainly have researched, like when it comes to, like, battleship designs or aircraft or shit like that, you know, where, yeah, they probably don't totally, you know, got shit figured out on certain things. And it'd be like, oh, you know, and they'd be like, oh, this is some stuff that we probably should, you know, pick up a little bit. I mean, for sure. I mean, honestly, I mean, like, at the end of the day, I mean, you know, it's like, like, any, like, you know, race of aliens are potentially going to see that with any primitive race. I mean, whether it's just due to culture or maybe, like, certain, like, specifics about, like, you know, details of technology or at least the development of such that they probably didn't, you know, notice or anything like that, or just didn't have to account for because it just never came up as an issue or whatever the fuck. I mean, for sure. I mean, it's not like that is impossible, but I mean, but I'm just saying though, considering that they're like an interstellar, you know, like multi-solar system transient type of species, then, you know, like, arguably that they would probably already know these things. That's what I'm saying. They arguably would probably already know this shit. And they probably have already done it and probably might see it as obsolete. But, you know, like you're saying, and it's definitely out in the open, maybe not. You know what? Hey, you know, maybe that will, you know, if, you know, we have first contact, whether because of them or of us, or whatever the fuck, how that might happen, maybe that will be an open door to be like, hey, you want to learn some shit about us, you know, when it comes to certain things that you want to know? Well, let's, you know, enlighten us a little bit about some shit you know. You know, and stuff like that. Like, I mean, there could definitely be, you know, possibility to open some doors that way. I mean, because arguably, if, you know, they have enough sentience to have, you know, understanding about diplomacy, barter, and things like that, then they would at least understand that type of shit at a basic level. You would just have to, you know, break the language barriers and communication barriers. I read a book a while back that aliens learned nuclear bomb tech from watching U.S. and when they invaded to use their primitive atomic weapons. So when we had ICBMs, so kind of like the equivalent of like Davy Crockett's, or like, you know, the Fat Man and Little Boys, and we had like little SAR bombas and ICBMs. I mean, yeah. Maybe our war doctrines are interesting to them. After all, asymmetrical warfare is fascinating. Oh, for sure. I mean, we see that historically, you know, even today. Like, you know, America in Afghanistan or Vietnam, for example, when it came to a lot of the guerrilla warfare, that was very asymmetrical against the traditional warfare that was done against those countries. You know, we see this today still. I mean, it's like hell. I mean, even with the Ukraine war going on right now, we definitely see variables of asymmetrical warfare going on with the traditional warfare that is happening predominantly there. Not as much, but it's definitely happening. It's not like it's just not there. Because in a way, like, asymmetrical warfare is kind of a very valuable form of warfare in a way. Especially when you know, like, you know, how your enemy operates when it comes to their specific style of warfare. I mean, to know your enemy and know yourself, you will never see the results. You will never see the defeat of 1,000 battles. It's in the Art of War. Like, I know it's somewhere in here. I've never specifically found it, but it's fucking in here somewhere. Let's see. Is this a part of it? What the fuck? You know what? I know exactly where to find it, though. I'll just do it via YouTube. It's this. Hold on.
If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not...
I still know where it is in this book.
If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle.
We'd be obligated to free the aliens from their chains. Suppose. I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that. Oh, there he is. Is that dog really just passed out over there? Wow. Wow. That lazy boy. You can already be the first to sign up for the infantry. No, I wouldn't. What, you think I'd be fucking, out there, joining some military to pick up arms and shit? And fuck that. Fuck that shit. I tell you what. Call me Uncle Sam wants you to clap some alien cheeks. Okay, that's actually... Okay, that's a little funny. What the fuck? What the hell? Damn. Alright. I didn't realize Call Me Uncle Sam wanted me to clap some alien cheeks. You know what? Alright, I'm down for that. I'll clap some alien cheeks. Show me that alien booty and I'll insert. Alright? It's like, I'll dip my wick. I don't give a fuck. Here, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Hey, little papa. Hello, good boy. Oh, oh, my knee. Oh. Oof. Ugh. Oof, that knee though. We're in a book called The Invaders. Aliens are blue women that want to milk men for their sperm. Whoa. That sounds like some interesting, like, erotica. I'm just gonna be blown with that one. Whoa. Think of the joke Jordan Peterson fell for when the Chinese milking lab. This. Oh my god, I remember that too. Dude, Jordan Peterson's psycho, bro. Dude, my boy literally is just a fucking psychopath. Just got done finishing my first article. Ready to go on the first. 1,638 words. Pretty good, all I say. Sounds pretty good. Hope Rose has nightmares from that. I don't know if he would have nightmares. I mean, I don't know. I can't read his fucking mind. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Boob! Get over here. Don't be ignoring me. Get over here. Bruh. Yeah, you. Get over here. Okay, well fuck you too then. Go make that femboy. The only other boy over here is Zukov, so that is kind of implying that you want me to milk him, and I'm not going to do that. In fact, I kind of see that as Sussy Baka there, my dude. Like, what fucking femboy would there be besides just me here? Like, my bro. Did you really think about that? I don't have anyone else here besides this little fluffy fuckball over here. This is a little annoyance. This big ball of annoyance over there. It's the only other son of a bitch here. Spider-Verse. Oh, now you're deflecting. Oh, now you're just trying to avoid the whole fucking issue in itself. I see. Now you're just trying to avoid the whole situation entirely. Well, guess what? I ain't gonna fall for that shit. You think I'm gonna be here just being like, oh yeah, you know, you just got, you know, just random topic change? Okay. Nah. Nah. I ain't gonna fall for that. Gotta answer for your sins. Gotta atone for your sins, bruh. Guys, I have a Spider-Verse theory. Miguel's going to try to milk Miles. Oh my god. Oh god. Whoa. Oh fuck, dude. The part. Oh shit. Hold on. Alright, where did that go? Where did that little nudge go? Oh, I found you. Come here. Don't participate in the races. Miguel versus Miles Up outside races. Oh god. I don't know, man. Apparently it is. So you're racist. You bastard. How dare you? How dare you? Did you get over here? You little munchkin? See? Miguel is racist. See? YouTube short. Thus racist. Wait, what is this anyway?
Miles, the Black One!
Damn. Dude, I love how there's just nothing but Sigma music. It's like, oh my damn, bro. That Sigma grind set that Miguel got going on, bro. Damn, bro. How do you even compete with that? How do you even compete? Oh shit. I know, dude. Shit, bro. Shit. Shit, son. Who knew that Miguel was a racist piece of scum, bruh? Who knew he was literally a fucking Nazi? That made me laugh harder. Shut up. Hey, did it make you laugh just as much as Paul dropping the N-word when he was doing his little method acting bit? Rose, did you see that yet? Like, I mean, you need to see Paul drop that shit, dude. I might just share you the gauntlet if you haven't seen it yet, just so you can see that. I'll tell you the exact time mark, too. It's like 2 hours and 43 minutes. If you want to see Paul drop that shit, it's in that time frame. I'm not even kidding. Like, I earlier on my lunch, can you clip it? I don't want to really, like, because I guess I could, but I'll have to do it as like an unlisted video, because there's no way I'm making that a public fucking clip. There's no way. So it will be unlisted if I do, but I don't feel comfortable without paying for it. Fair enough. I get you. I guess I could spot you $7. I don't know. You just DM it to me. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because honestly, it's. I just don't want the whole thing. Yeah, I get you. I mean, the thing is, it's kind of hard to clip because at least how YouTube clips shit, it's like not really that long, and it's like at least like 1 minute that builds up to it. I mean, I'll try to figure it out. I don't want to end up like Kawaii Cost. Yeah, that's true. I don't want to be like that. See, at least I spot Venom $8 because Alabama had like a dumbass tax because they suck. So, like, I mean, instead of 7, I gave him 8 just so he could see it. And he was definitely, you know, satisfied with the balls dropped. Because his reaction was on here. He was like, oh my god, he did drop it. Because he honestly thought it was like censored and shit. You can't buy gauntlets now. I mean, it's just on Patreon. I mean, so all you have to do is just be a patron and it's right there. Unless they changed it up and I'm not aware of it. Could you buy gauntlets separately? I don't think so. At least not that I'm aware of. Unless they have like a little special thing with that or something. I don't fucking know. Are we dealing with Prime Miguel or one of his mini versions of himself? Oh, fuck. I think we're dealing with Prime Miguel, but you know what? Now you're making me have doubts. Now I'm doubting it, dude. Go to the shop tab. Here. Oh yeah! Yeah, they do have them sold separately. Just $7 a pop, but yeah. I think it's just the PragerU gauntlet and the Supernatural Paranormal gauntlet. But yeah. They'll explain the inconsistency of his personality because Miguel in the comics is kind of a dick. Well, in the second movie, like he was, like when he was introduced, I mean, he was kind of a dick there too. I guess not as much of a dick, but he definitely was. The post-credit scene, he wasn't nowhere near as much of a dick, but I think that was because it was before he became like, like traumatically scarred and shit. To say lightly. Well, I don't know if it would necessarily be lightly, but close enough, I guess. I don't fucking know. Are you gonna come over here, or are you just gonna be a little bitch? Bobby! Sukov! Zhukov! Sukov! Zhukov! Hey! Oi! Bruh! Really? It also depends on what time this comes from, because you get Source Hammer to become a God Spider. All that happened was his daughter vanishing in his hands. Well, fuck a pussy that he was to be upset over that, right? Yeah. He was just nothing but a bitch. Nothing but a pussy, just fucking being like, oh my god, my daughter disintegrated in front of me. It's like, grow up, you little bitch. You'll be just fine, you fucking pussy. It's not like you would have severe, endless trauma that was, like, last for the rest of your life, you know, and shit. Like, yeah, nah, that ain't gonna happen at all. Nope. That's non-existent. You little dick, would you get over here? Yeah, you. You, yeah. Really? Seriously? You just fucking walked away again. I think we can confirm Mayday is from the universe where Peter turns down the devil's offer to keep his ancient aunt alive. The baby, I mean. Huh? So the point out is that sounds good. Look on Peter B to keep showing Miguel May with full knowledge of his past trauma. I mean, alright, now we're starting to get into shit I really don't know about. I mean, knowing Peter overall, yeah, that wouldn't necessarily be like, you know, in his forte, so. Unless maybe he was like, I don't know. He was there when his world vanished. Yeah. I mean, I'll admit, like, my brain's a little too, jibble-jabbled, you know, to really, like, think too deeply of it. After the concert and everything. And also, you know, venturing into Mushroom Kingdom, doing so, too. Which, that's totally worn off now at this point, but, hey. It was worth it. It's cool that Miguel's more spider than Olio's spider. Well, yeah, because he's like, what, half human, half spider genetically? And he has, like, literal claws and stuff like that and shit. But also, at the same time, it's not as, like, spidery in comparison to the others. Like, he can't string web, can he? I don't think he can, as far as I'm aware. At least in the movie he never did. At least, not that I think. Where'd you get over here? You keep staring at me, but you just won't come over here. Come here. Come here. Oh my god. To the link. Well, What random anime fucking shit is this?
Real creepy.
That is also, like, you know, mostly obscured.
Now, you got a nice face. Anger problem?
Okay, I was hoping that would get rid of it, but I guess not.
It's frustrating. It's like, just get a job. I like your hat. I like how it's not a team or a logo, it's just blue. Would you rather be covered in fish scales or feathers? Scales. Why, you weirdo? You want to see me jump really high? I'm afraid of dying, man. Who am I?
Okay. Wait, can I not? Okay, there we go. Does have a spider sense, but better senses overall. For example, he has literal lock-on powers of his vision. Kind of like a Sidewinder missile, basically. Yeah. I think Peter would do that. Yeah, he probably would. But then it would get annoying really quickly. At least for me. But that's just me. You do that to me a lot, so I did it to you. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? Peter B. Parker might have the tisms. Maybe, but I think it's a stretch. That's a coping mechanism. I mean, I I'll monologue to myself too, but I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be a coping mechanism. It's usually just because my brain is just stimulating itself. Don't all Spider-Man do that? Yeah, I mean, don't they all do that kind of? I mean, also do like pretty much like most superheroes kind of do that to an extent. So, I don't know if that's really a autism thing. Will stimulate you? Oh my god. Well, I'll just stimulate myself, thank you, by having this last bowl. How about that? Baptism. The baptism. My brain's mushed to where I'm just gonna chuckle and giggle at everything now at this point. I'm just at that phase now at this point. I don't give a fuck. No, say I just got here. Play back the stream. It'll be like I just been here anyway. I will admit, if you do that, you'll probably see me for the first hour kind of being like, where the fuck is he? Nice. Flippity-doo-dah, 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 flippity-doo-dah. I know that's not how it goes, but I don't give a shit. Again, my brain's mush, I don't give a fuck. Zippity-doo-dah, floppity-doo-dah. I didn't even know that song, I just read a random phrase. What, the one with the, it's a song that's banned from Disney World because it's racist. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-doo-day. And then it does some other shit. I only know that part. So I don't know what else goes to it, but I know it's that. So, I mean, I just, it's like, what mountain? What, Song of the South, yeah. Me, am I racist? Well, maybe I am, because when I saw that flippity-doo-dah, or the floppity-doo-dah, the first thing that came into my mind was Song of the South, so maybe I'm the racist. I'm the one who fucking thought of it first. Just get a alternative girl. Hey, there's a lot of them up here in the PNW, just saying. Yeah, actually, yeah, don't push your prejudice on me. Hey, I wasn't the one who did it, you did it to yourself. Oh my goodness. I'd love to hate it. I love it, but I hate it. Too high for shit. It's not even really that. I'm just like, I mean, when it comes to being like after a show and venturing in the Mushroom Kingdom with that, also doing so after work and with very little sleep. Like, yeah, that might do it to you. Is that like, I mean, because I'm smoking about as much as I usually do. I mean, it's not that I'm too high for this shit. I'm just too sleep deprived. So, should screamed at doors till they open. Why are you closed? Dude, honestly, like, I mean, when I showed up, dude, it was like 15 minutes after the doors were supposed to be open. Like, they open at 7:30 instead of, like, starting at 7:30. So, I mean, yeah, like, honestly, like, I thought I was running late, but I actually showed up early. I was fashionably early, but late. Just the way I like it. But anyway. Anywho, I'm gonna just materialize this burrito into my stomach, and, well, what's left of it, and then, just sleep my heart's content out, and hope I don't regret like my brain tomorrow, which I probably am, but whatever, who gives a shit. So, anywho, Peace out. And of course, I see you all the next one. And, you know, stay tuned for, you know, some of these little live, you know, footages I'm going to be uploading. Because I'm going to be doing that, you know, throughout the day tomorrow. Or at least I'm going to try to. It is Sunday, so hopefully it should be slow. But anyway, toodaloo, bechas.